All right, 10 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. The other day when we were remembering the anniversary of September 11th, 2001, there was another story that came from that. It was from a lady who worked in Wall Street and had a pretty good job working in Wall Street. But after that attack happened, she kind of reevaluated her life and said, I do not want to live here and do this the rest of my life. And so she gave up what was most people would consider a high-paying job and decided to go into business for herself. She moved here to Florida, over to New Smyrna Beach, and she decided to use her art skills and to hand paint T-shirts. Remember this story?
Yes, I do.
And so I doubt that she's making as much money. But when we spoke to her, she said she is happier than she's ever been. And now she's been doing it, 15 years? Well, she probably didn't move away 15 years ago, but let's say 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Whenever it was, she decided to move away and get out of that Wall Street rat race. And for some people, that's a great thing. Some people love that kind of thing. But being your own boss is a lot.
Yeah.
It's the dream of a lot of people. William Seagraves has written a book called Be Your Best Boss, Reinvent Yourself from Employee to Entrepreneur. My gosh, this is right up the alley of anybody who wants to do this. And I would imagine that lady could relate to all of the things that Mr. Seagraves is saying. Good morning, William. How are you?
Good morning, Larry and Robin. Thank you for having me on. I am doing well.
Thank you. And you are with Catchfire Publishing. So is that your own business that you started?
I'm with Catchfire Funding, and it is a business that I founded, and it's really goes to helping people find the money that they need to start a business. And the story you just shared about the 9/11. I want to use the word refugee. Maybe that's a poor term, but it comes out of that emotional deal.
Right.
I probably have another 10 or 12 of those same, almost identical stories.
Really?
People that were either directly affected or indirectly through family member, reevaluated life. And I had the privilege of meeting them, consulting with them and helping them cross the bridge to business ownership.
We had a lady it was 2 days ago, I think it was, and she, as a mom, she decided she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but she was really regretting the fact that she didn't make money, and she started a blog, believe it or not, that ended up making her money by selling advertising on her blog.
Yep.
So there's a at-home business for. Do you think that in today's world it's easier to be an entrepreneur because of technology?
I do think technology enables people, should they choose to go down that road, certainly makes it easier and it takes some of the burden of being a business owner off your plate.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the mistakes we make?
Well, the number one mistake is choosing the wrong business and not focusing inward when you are reflecting on what type of business. So in the situation of somebody who's doing a blog, I think that she probably had a passion for whatever her message was. And I think the successful business owner at some level needs to have some connection to the business. The business may not be connected through the product or a service, but connected through the experience. So when you ask them the mistake, people will, I don't know, pull out Entrepreneur Magazine and, what's the next hot fad?
Yeah, right.
And they go down that road, and they put very little thought into, well, what am I going to have to do every day when I get out of bed? What do I have to motivate myself to do to make my business successful? And they're just looking at the product, and they realize, they realize after the fact that, I'm in there 7 days a week, and I'm putting 10, 12-hour days in, and if they burn out very quickly.
And you do express in your book the quandary, though, because some people like to be in business by themselves and they do everything, but yet in order for a business to grow, you have to have people you can trust and delegate to.
Absolutely. Some people can thrive in that company of one but not that many people. And so I coach people that businesses tend to mature on a timeline, and this directly reflects my experience. When I left the corporate world, first thing I did is hang my shingle up as a consultant, and I was a business of one. But I quickly realized that there's no real way to scale a business of one beyond what you can deliver yourself, and then you're wearing a lot of hats during the day. You're the sales guy, you're the delivery guy, you're the support guy. You still have to do the accounting and all of those types of things. And having your business mature beyond that is certainly, one more level of success. And being a boss of a few or growing to a company of many, I talk about that maturation of the business experience quite extensively in the book.
And the one thing, the almost ironic thing, is that you leave if you build your business big enough, then you become a boss, not just of yourself but of other people. So now the role has reversed, and is that sometimes something that needs to be gotten used to? I mean, we've known people who've been in business for so long that they got used to it. But at the beginning, when you first start to have a first employee, how do you offer them like 401k plans and things like that?
Well, for most of the people I've taught, I have the privilege of consulting with, they've put in whatever it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years in a corporate deal. One of the key concepts I coach in the book is that experience is directly attributable to your business ownership. So most people have had the opportunity to be in a supervisory role at some point in time, and those people skills are directly attributable to what you're going to do as the boss, the man, so to speak, in your future business.
And what happens when a person doesn't start their own business but they buy somebody else's? Is that a good thing?
Well, it certainly can be a good thing. The advantages of buying an existing business is that you're stepping into an existing, so somebody's put the meat on the bone, so to speak, to the business, and there's hopefully some sustainability to the existing business processes, and there's an existing customer base. So you're able to step in and have cash flow immediately. That's the advantage to a business acquisition is that you don't have to wait for the dollars to come in the door, at least not wait very long, versus starting a brand new business and you're waiting for customer number one, and that customer may come in today, it may come in next week or next month. It's one of the major advantages. The disadvantage or the con to it is it typically costs substantially more to get into an existing business. You're buying that existing methodology and that existing cash flow from the seller.
Is it hard to really start at the bottom? Do you need a lump sum of money normally to get started, or could somebody really start on a shoestring? Well,
most people need some level of seed capital. Doing the blog and turning that kind of hobby into a business, I see those folks may be able to bootstrap a business from that perspective, but most businesses require, even if it's having some capital to pay yourself during the startup phase, we'll need some level of investment. But most businesses need technology, equipment. They may need a office or retail space, may need furniture, fixtures, inventory. All of those types of things certainly play in and cost money to get started.
The book is called Be Your Best Boss. It is written by William Seagraves. I have a copy of the book here. Reinvent Yourself from Employee to Entrepreneur. If you'd like the copy that was sent to us, just give me a call and I'll set it aside with your name on it. The rest of us will have to go buy it. William, do you have a website you can direct us to?
I do. The book is available on yourbestboss.com, or it's available through any of the normal book-selling channels, so it should be available in your local bookstore and online. It
really truly is inspirational, and you really do have a great map for the reader of this book if they're interested in having their own business. It is very, very helpful.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate that.
Including the chapter No Beginning Entrepreneur Wants to Read, the chapter When and How to Exit. Everybody who
Yeah.
starts a business, they're so excited. They say, no, I'm never going to stop this. I love this. But
Yeah.
eventually you do have to say goodbye. So that's a good piece of advice as well. Again, the book is called Be Your Best Boss. William R. Seagraves, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
Well, thank you. I truly enjoyed it. Have a great day.
All right, we'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Hillary Clinton returns to the campaign trail tomorrow after taking time off to recover from pneumonia.
That hasn't stopped, though, the Clinton team from rolling out some high-profile help. Later today in Las Vegas, Bill Clinton will step in for his wife. Trump, with daughter Ivanka standing by his side, unveiled his plan Tuesday to reduce the financial burdens of childcare.
Fox's Blake Berman. The Army private jailed for giving classified documents to WikiLeaks will be having a major operation, compliments of the government.
Army Private Chelsea Manning, who's serving a 35-year prison sentence, ended a hunger strike after learning the Army has approved a gender transition procedure. Over the summer, Manning tried to commit suicide, distressed over what she called the military's refusal to provide appropriate medical treatment.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. And some Uber riders in Pittsburgh getting a lift in a self-driving car today. Fox News, we report, you decide.
If you've heard of WeatherTech floor liners, you probably know that for your vehicle's floor, nothing protects better. But what about protection for the rest of your car or truck? I'm David McNeil, founder of WeatherTech. Besides our floor liners, we design, engineer, and manufacture a wide range of automotive accessories right here in America. And just like our floor liners, everything is done to the highest standards possible. We understand what kind of investment owning a vehicle can be, so we do everything possible to help you protect it. We don't take shortcuts, and we never make concessions when it comes to quality. For everything from cargo liners to cleaning and detailing supplies to mud flaps and car covers, the one place you need to go is WeatherTech.com. So if you are familiar with our floor liners, just imagine how well the rest of our products will work for you. Learn more about our full line of automotive accessories at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. WeatherTech.com. Proudly made in America.
Today in Florida Ag News from the Southeast AgNet, we've heard time and time again how the average age of the U.S. farmer is getting older and older. And because of that, one man says succession planning for farmers is extremely important.
The need for succession planning for farmers is extremely important because it's oftentimes a family-run business.
That's Michael Loney, a regional director for John Hancock Life Insurance Company, who spoke at the recent Florida Agricultural Financial Management Conference near Orlando.
So it's a matter of trying to pass that asset to maybe another family member, keeping in mind that you have to be fair and equitable to other family members. So succession planning is the art of doing estate and wealth transfer planning to the next generation, but also keeping in mind those people that are not in the family business.
And Loney says it's important to take action now.
Because if you don't take action now, the difficulty becomes moving that farm to the next generation. Not only might be financially more difficult, but it becomes emotionally more difficult and causes a great deal of disharmony in the family because nobody knew what was exactly going to happen and they have to wing it at the time of a death or disability or retirement. That's not a good time to do planning. It's better to do the planning and have all stakeholders, non-farming members as well as farming members of the family, involved in understanding what's supposed to take place and how it's going to happen.
He said to get as many of your key advisors involved as early as you can in the process. To hear more of Loney's comments, go to our website, southeastagnet.com.
The USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service has a program to reward and encourage environmental stewardship for ag and forestry producers. The Conservation Stewardship Program is voluntary. Applicants must be USDA operators. For more information on CSP, visit nrcs.usda.gov. Helping people help the land.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Anderson of Central Florida leads the way in outstanding quality and installation. Visit